Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so it's not that I haven't been making videos. I have, but again, for some reason, YouTube is wanting to screen the videos. So as soon as I post them, they'll sit there sometimes hour, 4 hours, 8 hours, and I'm waiting for them to release them. So I don't know what happened or what is going on, but apparently I have caught their ire. Although I did take a couple day break, I think it's important for you to just have a couple mental days, plus trying to do spring cleaning. Man, that's a chore you never want to start because it feels like it's never ending, okay? So let's get into cryptos, gold, silver, because some of you guys are getting in panic mode again. And I keep telling you, just stop worrying about that kind of stuff. Even if they did take gold and silver down to $1 an ounce, I would not panic over it. We determine the value of gold and silver. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold, silver, or any other precious metals, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description, or just type in www.moneymetals.com/Pimpy. If you make a purchase when you follow that link, you will automatically be for a chance to win 10 free silver ounces. So get started today, and hopefully your stack will start to look like this real soon. So head on over, tell them Pimpy sent you. You can follow me over on other platforms. I do have my own group over on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So head on over here and join us. It's free to do so. In here, I do post updates. If I should get on suspension from YouTube or get removed from YouTube and you want to know what happened to me, I'll let you know right here in this group. I can be found on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and the cool thing about YouTube, if you come over here and you join and you find my channel, I got videos going back, I believe, a couple years. So if you want to see some older videos that I have on Nasera, Jacera, gold, silver, cryptos, come on over here and join. Look me up and check out my videos. You can also find me on Odyssey. Catch me on Rumble. When I say that the links for all these are down below in the description, some of you don't know what I'm talking about. It's real simple. Just go down to the bottom right here of any of my videos. See this? This is the description. Hit show more. And there are all the links to all the platforms I just spoke about. So if you do want to head on over to Money Metals, just click it. And there you are. So come on over. Join us. I look forward to having you. So I was having a discussion with a person, and they're saying, Pimpy, you always say that the crime is right there out in the open. If that's the case, these people would be arrested. I go, no, not always. These guys are all part of the same crime family. Trust me when I tell you that. I mean, just look at this post here. In inquiring First Republic Bank, JP Morgan has bypassed laws against acquiring banks while controlling 10% of U.S. deposits. Shared $13 billion in losses with the FDIC. Received a $50 billion loan from the FDIC, effectively bought back its own deposits, expects to profit $5 billion over the next 5 years, added $18 billion in market cap this morning. This crisis has taught us that rules don't matter in times of panic. They create the panic themselves. Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan is the person that's been orchestrating a lot of these bank collapse. It's all part of a much bigger agenda. So yeah, they break the law all the time and nothing ever happens to them until people wake up and demand justice be served. If they're going to keep doing this crap, where it hurts us is when you're invested in things that are tied to these little criminal activities, you're the one that loses out, not them. So it looks like the SEC is, for whatever reason, settling a lot of cases. You have the brothers settled with SEC, Coinbase, Crypto Insider. You had another one that was, there was another settlement between an ex-manager of Coinbase and the SEC that was just settled. So there's a lot of settling happening when it comes to cryptos, which is good because Any kind of negative news when it comes to cryptocurrencies have a tendency to drag the entire industry down, and no, we don't want that. So Bitcoin's at $27,673. You have Ethereum at $1,897. You can see XRP is at 52 cents. Cardano's at 37 cents. Dogecoin is at 7 cents. Solana is at $21.09. Polygon is at 90 cents. Litecoin's at $91.69. Polkadot's at $5.43. Shiba still at 508. Saitama is at 309. It has been slowly but surely regaining some of its losses, especially over this last week. So hopefully it will continue to move up. Apparently there was a pending lawsuit and it dropped down in value. And then they were told there's no more lawsuit and they seem to be going up. When I hear crap like that, it makes me wonder if some of this stuff is not staged just so they can grab the coins when they're cheaper. Gold is at $1,957.70 an ounce. Silver's at $23.11 an ounce. So I got people, every time the prices start to go down, they'll start panicking. Even though if you listen to my videos, you'll hear me say, don't be surprised if they don't start bringing the prices back down, but don't panic, just hang tight. It doesn't make sense for the prices to go down. Gold and silver prices are not exactly following customary ups and downs. This is disappointing. Banks win dismissal of U.S. silver price fixing litigation. Now I want you to hear what happened or what the judge said. So this is over in New York. So a U.S. judge on Monday dismissed the long-running litigation by investors who accused HSBC Holding and Bank of Nova of conspiring to fix silver prices. U.S. District Judge Valerie Caparoni in Manhattan said the investors lacked legal standing to pursue federal antitrust claims under the Sherman Act or claims under the Federal Commodities Exchange Act. So what they're basically saying to us as investors, we don't have the right to sue these banks, even though these banks, by manipulating the market the way they do, are literally stealing our money. Now, the investors had accused HSBC, Scotiabank, and Deutsche Bank of manipulating silver prices from 2007 through to 2013. And we saw a lot of that going on, especially through JP Morgan. So we know the banks do this. Why it is that we as investors don't have a right to sue. It says claims under the Sherman Act and as well as the Federal Commodities Exchange Act. That's why I tell you, when politicians claim they're passing laws to protect you, they never are. This is what I was talking about. XRP lawsuit. Judge denies SEC motion to seal documents in win for Ripple. So you'll see right here what happened. A U.S. federal judge has denied a motion filed by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to seal internal documents related to a speech given by the SEC former director William Hinman on whether cryptocurrencies are security. The decision is seen in favor of Ripple Labs, which was charged by the SEC as selling its XRP token as an unregistered security. So the judge ruled on Tuesday that sealing documents related to William Hinman's speech would not be related to preserving openness and candor within the agency, nor would such an interest be substantial enough to outweigh the strong presumption of public access. So, of course, in December 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple, alleging that it sells XRP as an unregistered securities offering. The SEC also named Ripple's executive chairman, Chris Larsen, and the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, as co-defendants for allegedly aiding and abetting Ripple's violations. But meanwhile, in June of 2018, Hinman, a former director of the SEC Division Corporation Finance, said in a speech that sales of Ether were not securities transactions. So it appears that Ripple has not violated any crimes, which is a good thing because the result of this legal battle between Ripple and the SEC could set a precedent for how U.S. authorities classify cryptocurrencies. So although this is a major win for XRP, then this case obviously is not over. So good for XRP. So that was a pretty big win. Now this little article is concerning. Look at this. JP Morgan is abruptly freezing customers' bank accounts and discriminating against clients without warning law enforcement officials in 19 states. So when I tell you I don't trust my money in a bank account, you can understand why. JP Morgan is persistently discriminating against its own clients and closing bank accounts without warning, according to the Republican Attorney General from 19 states. What choice do you got? If Jamie Dimon keeps closing these banks everywhere and your options are limited because our government refuses to do anything to help open up more banks, then they can do pretty much whatever the hell they want. Who's going to stop them? The law enforcement officials led by Kentucky Attorney General Danielle Cameron sent a letter to JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon stating that the banking giant's practice goes against the company's own policies on equality. So when these big corporations talk about diversity, equality, and inclusion, they don't mean it for them. They mean it for you, okay? So the Attorney General said it is clear that JP Morgan Chase has persistently discriminated against certain customers due to their religious or political affiliations. This discrimination is unacceptable. Chase must stop such behavior and align its business practice with the anti-discrimination policies that Chase proclaims. Recently, there's been a lot of discrimination against Christians and Catholics. I do understand there are other religions out there who are being discriminated against as well, but definitely in the news, there's a lot of that type of discrimination going on. The Attorney General cited the sudden account closure of Religious Liberty Organization as an example of the bank's discriminatory practices. So when I say you better put your money into gold and silver, you understand why. Look, Jamie Dimon has been behind so much criminal activity, nothing ever happens to the guy. Nothing will ever happen to him. Until the public stands up and demands change, they're going to continue doing what they're doing. So Chase abruptly closed the National Committee for Religious Freedom's checking account. The NCRF is a nonpartisan, faith-based nonprofit organization dedicated to defending the rights of everyone in America to live one's faith freely. The advisory board includes Christian, Hindu, Jewish, and Muslim members. Well, part of this New World Order is they want you to be atheist. They don't want you tied to any type of religion, so this isn't surprising to me. So you can see right here what I was talking about. To be clear, banks generally have the right to conduct their business however and with whomever they choose. But a bank does not have the right to mislead its customers. Chase cannot call itself inclusive, publicize that it opposes discrimination in any form, promise to prevent discrimination against customers, and then refuse to commit to the most basic equality of treatment and fair dealings. Yeah, they can. They do it all the time. So if you want to get even, just take your money out of the bank. Meanwhile, JP Morgan's profits jumped 52% amid bank turmoil. Wow, what are the odds of this? This guy orchestrates these bank closures and then they profit from it. So congratulations to JP Morgan. Now, I think I talked about this before, but just in case, somebody said, Pimpy, if we believe the dollar is going to die, like you, can we make money off that somehow? I said, yeah, you can actually short the dollar. Before you go down that path, if you don't know anything about shorting the markets, that you learn as much as possible. So there's a lot of information out there for you to just pay attention to. But yeah, you can short the dollar and bet that it's going to crash. And if it does, obviously you can make a lot of money that way. So what is going on with gold and silver? Wow, what's going on is the fact that they're trying to tell us that the dollar is once again gaining strength. This is misleading to the markets. The dollar's not responding the way it should. Gold and silver prices are not responding the way they should. It's causing a lot of confusion within the market. People don't know which way to turn to invest. So I'm just going to tell you the same thing I say all the time. Gold and silver are your best bet. They're safe, and even if they have price fluctuations, they're very minimal compared to other assets out there. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. I'll look forward to your comments, and I will catch you later. I'm out.